Okay, everybody, this is my spoiler review of Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities, Episode 4, The Outside. This is the second episode airing tonight, which they have themed as Loner's Night, like Episode 3 was, a story about a loner. Same thing here. So this was actually, out of all the episodes, my favorite intro with Guillermo del Toro so far. I love he makes a comparison of a magic wand to a TV controller and controlling the Cabinet of Curiosities, and also setting up the theme about how television affects us and blurring what's happening in reality and not. And that comes full circle in this episode when the character of Stacey is so affected by the television and the character Dan Stevens is playing, the lotion man, the lotion salesman. So really like how that came full circle. So speaking of the character of Stacey, who is perfectly cast, brilliantly played by Kate Micucci, and it's so fascinating. Again, this is another case where someone who's known for being a comedic actress and a comedian in her own right can transfer over and do so well in something as serious and dramatic as this. And there's also still a lot of good humor in this as well, even though it's a very dark story. But everything you see here with Stacey working at the bank, they set up so well how her main motivation is what we see happen by the end of this episode, that she just wanted her coworkers, particular Gina, the most, to say she was beautiful, and how that obsession and this mental illness starts to affect her about how thinks she needs to be fixed, isn't good enough looking. And I like great lines here, like even Dan Stevens says we all just want to be good looking, and that probably hits a lot of people hard watching this and watching your obsession to feel that way and not feeling good enough as you are. And I really like that they connect also with her being someone who does taxidermy for pleasure, that it also went to that she ended up doing this to her husband, which was insane and crazy and just clever. But also it worked thematically with the episode that she is like these beautiful creatures that she has stuffed with just artificial things, not really the creature themselves, and making them beautiful on the outside and artificial on the inside, which she ends up becoming like her coworkers at the end. And that's also to the theme of the episode, that she was already beautiful on the inside and now she's beautiful on the outside and ugly on the inside by the end of this episode, to the point where she kills her husband, which was shocking to me. When she hits him in the head, that was crazy. But also you see that as the story unfolds, that she was paranoid in the beginning of the episode that someone was in her house. So I believe that this entity that they've been teasing at this whole show, that's connecting all the episodes, was in the house at this point. And then when we see the tube of lotion start to spill on the table, that it was in that lotion, that eventually got in the whole tub of lotion. And then she sees this figure out of the lotion that it looks like the beautiful woman figure she wants to be, and she embraces with it. And that's when I think she fully got possessed by it, and that's why she killed her husband. And then also really cool effects with that, with her following it into the tub later on, and then get fully possessed. And I love the shot where it was like half covering her face and her eyeball moved. That was just crazy. And it reminded me too a lot of Requiem for a Dream, the storyline with Sarah Goldfarb's character. If you haven't seen the film, I don't want to spoil it, but if you have seen the film, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But just talking about, again, having a mental illness affecting you from something that's physical you want to change about yourself. And also this theme about the effect television has on you. And what's crazy is it ends with You Sexy Thing song, which was perfect for this. And I've never thought I'd hear that song in this kind of situation that's so dreary. And what is crazy is people might be like, wait, what is with that last scene where they really let Stacey just start creepily smiling, laughing, and then scared? It's because I believe that we have learned from the last episode what this entity does, is that the person's still deep down there seeing what's happening, experiencing it. So I feel like Stacey's seeing the monster she's become and is terrified, and seeing what she always wanted is not what she thought it would be. So really comes full circle so well. And I mean, I was blown away by Kate Micucci's performance here. Just perfect to me, aces. And I thought that Dan Stevens was just perfect, like flawless as a role you think wouldn't be that important, but a super important episode like this, as the telemarketer who's selling the lotion. So I was really just so impressed by this episode. It was my favorite so far. I'm giving it a 9.4 because it had the horror. It was creepy. I love the fisheye effect in it. And it had, to me, the most effective message. Everything meant something here. and it's how you want it to be weird. It's Guillermo del Toro we're talking about here, and his Cabinet of Curiosities. This felt like the most what I was expecting this show to be like, and I was happy it happened, and it was really great. So 9.4 for me, but let me know what you thought of this episode. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I read every comment, try to respond as many as I can. Please subscribe. I'll be doing every episode of the show this week, so I'll have my episodes out the day those episodes of the show that I'm reviewing come out. So tune in for that. And please follow me at Steve Varley Show on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok for more of me. And I'll see you next time.